Hey guys, it's Alina here, and I've got another first impressions for you. So today's video is on the new Sephora Colorful Eyeshadow Photo Filter Palette. So before I get started, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you love first impressions videos and you want me to do more of them. And if there's any item that you have in mind that you want me to do a first impressions on, be sure to leave a comment below, and I'd be happy to do that. So let's go ahead and get started. So recently Sephora released these two eyeshadow palettes, and they contain 10 wearable eyeshadow shades. There are two different versions. This one is the Sunbleached filter and this one is the Overcast filter. So they're meant to kind of give a different look, and the way that I see it is this is more like daytime and this is more like nighttime. You can even tell by the boxes. Each one of these is $32, and because it's the Sephora brand, it's only available at Sephora. I will leave links to the products down below. So the website says, photo editing software is a huge trend in social media for that picture-perfect, professionally lit look. These palettes were inspired by popular photo filters, putting a fun spin on technological trend. The Overcast palette contains cool, breezy tones for more smoky looks, while the Sunbleached palette includes soft, light-filled shades. Each features brand new hues, as well as a few best-selling colorful shades. The packaging showcases gorgeous artwork, and each includes a large mirror. So each of the palettes contain 10 eyeshadow shades. So they're all the same size except for two of them, which are a larger size. And those are kind of like shades that you're going to use the most, like a nice, all over the lid shade or a neutral shade. So from looking at it, I'm seeing a lot of seemingly matte shades. I see a few shimmer on the Overcast palette. And in the Sunbleached palette, I'm seeing more shimmers here, but I'm still seeing some matte shades. So if you are a matte eyeshadow lover, these palettes are still an option for you. Usually a lot of, summer palettes tend to have a lot of shimmery shades, but these actually have a nice blend of the two. They do mention that the palettes can work really nicely together, which is kind of neat. I got them the day that they were released just because they were really stunning, and $32 for 10 eyeshadows is pretty good. And I've had really, really good experiences with the Sephora brand. I know you guys are just dying to see the colors, so let's get to swatching. All right, so I am all swatched up, so let me get closer and show you all these colors. So here we have all the colors together. Here's the Sunbleached filter palette. So the first color here, you can't really see it that well because it matches my skin tone. It's called Secret Boudoir. It is a matte beige color. The second color, you also can't really see it that well. It's called Walking in the Sand, and it's a similar color to the first one, but it's a little more peachy. The third color here is called Swell, and it's this really beautiful shimmery bluish gray. Super pretty. The fourth color here is hashtag TBT, and it is a matte dark brown. The fifth color here is called Selfie, and it's a shimmery medium brown. Super pretty. The sixth color here is called Latergram, and it's a shimmery peachy pink color. Super cute. The seventh color here, you can't really see it. It's called Whitewashed, and it's a yellowy beige matte shade. The eighth color here is called Sandy Toes, and it's a shimmery pink. The ninth color here is called Desert Rose. It's a matte pink. And the last color is called Swan Song, and it is a matte white shade. It's pretty white. So once again, these are all the shades from the Sunbleached palette. So moving on, here we have the shades from the Overcast filter palette. The first color here is called hashtag Happy Days, and it is a shimmery taupey pink color. The second color here is called Sandcastle, and it pretty much matches my skin tone. It's a matte yellowy peachy beige. The third color here is a shimmery white beige color called Flagstone. The fourth color here is called June Gloom, and it is a shimmery dark gray color. The fifth color here is called Getaway, and it is a shimmery dark purple. Super pretty. The sixth color here is called Berlin Underground, and it is a matte kind of medium dark gray. The seventh color here is a shimmery medium brown called Rocky. The eighth color here is a matte black shade, and it is called Black Lace. The ninth color here is called Cozy Sweater, and it is a yellowish matte shade. And the last color, the 10th color, is called Smoke Signals, and it is a matte taupe color. So once again, these are the shades from the Overcast filter palette. And once again, I'll show you all the shades together. As expected, the Overcast filter palette is meant to be more of a smoky palette. So you've got these really beautiful, dark, pigmented, smoky shades. You got your purples, your grays, and the Sunbleached filter palette. It's a lot lighter shades, more wearable, more daytime shades. A lot of them kind of blend into my skin tone. Alright, so my final thoughts on these palettes was that I was not disappointed. I honestly was very, very impressed. You get a lot of product for the price. The colors were very, very pigmented. I love that the mirror is massive. There's really no wasted space. I do like that there's a good variety of shades. I truly feel that these can travel on their own, especially the Overcast filter palette, the darker one, because I like the darker colors. What I like especially is what they said about being great to use together. I feel like they have very compatible shades. You know, the Overcast filter will have a darker version of the previous palette, so it goes really nicely together. If you can only choose one out of the two, I would say get the Overcast filter palette, because there's a good chance that you have some of these lighter shades from the Sunbleached filter palette in your collection already. What I do like is that I see a lot of similar shades in the Overcast filter palette to the Naked Smoky palette. And I'm not going to say that this is a dupe for the Naked Smoky palette, because obviously there's less shades and it's not entirely meant to be a smoky palette, but it does have that shimmery gray, that shimmery purple, it's got brown, so you can kind of do smoky looks with all those ranges, which is kind of what the smoky palette offers as well. I really like these palettes. I love the formula of Sephora's eyeshadows and their products in general. They've got really good pigmentation, and it's one of those that you don't think they're going to be great because it's, you know, the store's brand, but it's pretty awesome and it's really, really good. While the Sunbleached filter one, it didn't show up too much on my skin. It's not because the colors aren't pigmented, they just match my skin tone like identically for the most part. I'll be sure to put pictures on my blog so you guys can see a better view of it, but it's really pretty shades, great for daytime looks. I could totally see myself just traveling with these two palettes and doing just fine, which is very rare for me to say. And I just love like the whole, you know, having filters. It's just cute. It's very on trend. I just like when brands are up to date with what's going on and they're trying to be hip or whatever. Those palettes are $32 each. They're available only through Sephora. I will leave links down below. So what did you guys think of these palettes? Did you like them? Have you picked them up yet? Are you planning on it? I would love to know. I am definitely planning on keeping both of them. I know I always tell you guys I'm returning it, I'm not returning it. I'm definitely keeping both of these. I think I will definitely get some use out of them. Be sure to leave me a comment if you are interested in me doing a tutorial, because I would be happy to do that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this first impressions. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe and check out all my other videos. Hope you guys have a good one. See ya!